Good morning, everybody. And welcome to another exciting edition of this Barafiri training. If you are a returning participant, please tell us so far how you've been enjoying the training. We just want to know, just give us a bit of feedback in the chats. Tell us how you've been enjoying the training so far and what it has added to your business, what value it has added to your business, because we would love to hear. We also want to know that you are enjoying this training as much as we are enjoying giving you this training, okay? So you are all welcome today. We will get into it very, very soon. I just need to give us a little bit of preamble before we get into the lecture for today. Thank you, Nikki's Beauty. She says the training has been awesome and she has learned a lot. Mercy says it's been really impactful. Thank you guys so much. We're just so happy that you've been benefiting from it. And we on our end, we're just so excited to be able to have this platform that we can give you all these trainings and skills that will help your business grow, and then in the long run empower so many more people, because you guys, as we always say, are the engine of Nigeria's economy. You are so important to everybody. Welcome Ogechi. Yes, your customers are your assets. Thank you for that. Welcome. It's good to have, we have somebody from Benue State. You're welcome, Mr. Mba. Okay, so please keep those feedback coming. We want to just hear how well we're doing and, you know, that you are really benefiting from these trainings. So, can you see my screen? Just let me know if you can see my screen. Okay. So Barafiri is all about helping your business grow, and that is our call. You know how people will say, God has called me to do this or to do that. Our call here at Barafiri is to help your business grow, okay? And we have decided, after doing a lot of research, that the way to help your business grow is by helping you get the necessary skills to be that business person that can create structures, that can attend to customers, that can make sales, that can market your business, that can package your business to the point where everything is running on its own automatically, okay? So the first step that we do is the orientation. We've done the orientation. If you weren't able to attend the orientation, it is available online. All you need to do is join the WhatsApp group. You're going to see the link very soon in the chat section. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but these two words, session and section, they always give me problems. So if I say session, I mean section, okay? So just go to the chat section and you will see the WhatsApp group. Join the WhatsApp group. You would meet other business owners there. You create networks. Remember, they tell you that your network is your net worth. Even in business, even as a business entity, if you want to grow and expand your business, you need that network. Join the Barafiri group, communicate, share your problems with other business owners, and see how they are solving the problems that you think is unique to you, okay? It's very essential that you join this WhatsApp group, and then you can have access to all the previous trainings that we've done, as well as the orientation. The orientation was done by the one and only Joyce Daniels. That is to show you how serious we are. We brought Joyce Daniels to do this orientation for you guys. So use this opportunity, maximize it as much as you can, and just suck out any value that you can. Don't leave anything behind, okay? Because this training we're giving to you, if you were to go out there to get it, you will be paying millions. I promise you that. So the next step is the training. The training is what we're doing right now. And then next, we'll give you we will validate your business. And then we will finally onboard you onto the Barafiri platform, okay? Now, The training, we've put together 7 sessions. This is actually training number 5. So if you've not been here for 1, 2, 3, and 4, not a problem. These trainings are available free of charge. Okay. All you have to do to get access to them is join the WhatsApp group, and then the WhatsApp admin is going to post the link for you to get those things, to get the different sessions. We cannot post them here on Zoom. All right. Now, these sessions are structured. We've arranged them in a way that to teach you how to start a business, how to sustain your business, and eventually grow this business into wealth. So at the end of all these trainings, you should be able to have the fundamentals in how to set up a business. So your business name, what is your business plan, your registration, which standards, organizations you need to register with, which regulators your business or your service needs to register with, okay? We'll also give you the various digital marketing channels to make your business visible. Till tomorrow, if people don't know you exist, nobody is buying from you. And digital marketing is the way forward. In 2021 and beyond, you are going to benefit the best if you use digital marketing platforms to show your business to the world. Aside from that, we're also going to make sure that by the end of all these 7 trainings, you are able to know which different marketing channels will drive sales for your business. It's not every business that would use Twitter to make sales and succeed. Some businesses are made for Instagram, some businesses work for Facebook, some businesses work for Twitter. So for example, if your business, these days, if your business is for people over the age of 40 or 45, Facebook is your best bet. But if you want young teenagers, TikTok is where you go to. We have done all these trainings already, and we will do more. You need to be a part of it. Share, spread the word, join the WhatsApp group, get more people. Don't eat alone. Don't eat alone. Inform your friends so that you people can grow together, and then you can go to big Owambes together. Okay? When you've made your money, obviously. And then you need to, after today's training, you know how to manage your money when you make it. Then you're also going to learn how your customers are the main reasons why your business exists and why you need to do exceptional, exquisite customer service. Satisfy your customers, okay? Very important. It's very essential for your business to grow because your customers are the lifeline of your business. So if they are not happy, nobody's going to come back. If we always say for tailors, for example, it's very easy to market your business because if your customer likes your design, they will wear it, and all people need to do is to say, where did you sew this cloth from? And then you've gotten your next business. So your customers, you don't want to be that tailor, that tailor that people usually complain about. You don't want to be that tailor, trust me. So, aside from that, we're also going to teach you how to keep your books good, keep them transparent, keep them clear, all your business transactions, so that when you want to get additional investment, it's very easy. You don't need to start stressing. You cannot go to a bank to ask for a loan without books, even though it's just basic bookkeeping, okay? We'll also teach you the concept of sustainability and scalability. What happens to your business after you die? What happens to your business after you retire? What happens to your business after you hand over? What happens to your business when you want to go to, how do you take your business from Lagos to Ibadan, to Port Harcourt, to Abuja? How do you spread your business? That's scalability. How do you grow? What methods do you use? Okay, we'll teach you and we'll talk about all that. We're also going to ensure that by the end of these 7 sessions, you're able to understand the importance of your workforce. The people that work for you, it is so, so, so important. How do you take care of them? How do you track their effectiveness? How do you track their efficiency? Very important, okay? Because they are the people that will help you contribute to the bottom line of your business. Growth cannot happen if you don't know how to manage your people, right? Everything together. As you can see, we have thought about it all. We have thought about it all, and we've decided to create this package, this training, and say, okay, let's give these people these skills. Let's give them this value first before we even onboard them onto our platform. so that their business will grow. Like I said earlier, the third step is the validation, where we want to make sure that your business data, everything is accurate, complete, and then we'll migrate you onto the Parafree platform. Welcome, Foods Master. Can you mute your mic for us? Welcome. You're welcome to this session, Foods Master. Can you mute for us? Thank you. So overall, all of us here at Parafree, we believe that this experience will be exciting. It's going to be enriching for you and for your business. So you're very, very much welcome. Now, this is the training curriculum that we've been going through. Like I said, today we're on training on we're on financing your business, which is actually the 5th session in the training. We've done the orientation just to introduce you to this platform. We've done the ABC of setting your business, the nitty-gritties of setting up your business. We've given you the basic tools for business in the 21st century, digital marketing skills, digital marketing tools, digital marketing solutions, okay? And then we have also talked about promoting your business for maximum returns, which is sales and marketing, and it was done by Mr. Paul Fo, okay? That was a great session. And then we did customers as your business assets. Without customers, you cannot make sales. Today, we will be dealing with financing your business. Everybody, if you like money, I did not say love money, but if you like money, please just let us know in the chat. Tell me you like money. Just say you like money. Because the like of money is not bad. It is love of money that's bad. So let us know in the chat that you like money. Today, we're going to have Mr. Paul talk about financing your business. And then we're going to also, in a later session, which will be communicated to us, on the 1st of September, we'll have a sustainability and scalability session of how to grow your business and scale and sustain it, what happens after you retire and all that. And then we're going to finally talk about your people and business performance on the 15th of September. So keep a date with us, and we promise you that these sessions are going to be so fulfilling for you and your business. Quickly, I'm going to talk about our facilitator for today, Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul is a seasoned finance and financial reporting manager with over 12 good years of experience in business, financial accounting, corporate finance, and cost accounting. You can see that we brought you the creme de la creme of accounting to teach you today in this training. We don't joke. Money is very important. So we went out there and we got you the best of the best to come and give us this training. Because we don't joke with money. You're a business. You cannot play with your money, right? He is skilled in handling business and investment review analysis, statutory corporate compliance, and government regulatory relationship management, including project management. Paul also has experience with supporting businesses to do corporate reorganization, accounting system setup and implementation, development of SOPs, that is called standard operating procedures. Okay, that is what SOPs mean. And then accounting manuals. He is also experienced in the development of contract pricing models to support business decisions. Developing long-term strategies to sustain your business goals. Paul can help you do all that. Paul is a graduate of the Olabisi University. He's an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, the Institute of Chartered Management Accountants. He is also a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management. We were not joking. Mr. Paul, you're welcome, sir. The floor is yours.
Jennifer, thank you for the introduction. Let me share my screen before I go into the details of the presentation.
Please, can you turn on your video?
Okay. I'm here. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, so let me share my screen Can you see the screen?
It's coming up.
Okay.
Yes, we can see your screen.
You can see it now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good morning, all. Well, thank you for having me on this Barafiri training session. And I've been in some of the trainings over time. And ordinarily, apart from understanding finance, accounting, and all that, I still have to listen to the guy that did presentation on the use of IT infrastructure to leverage on growing your business. And I gained a lot. Well, thank God that we are here. I want to talk about the funds, the funding, and how you can get the funding for your business. So this presentation will be based on these items highlighted in this first slide, which is the concept of bookkeeping and its importance, bookkeeping methods, the end of opening a business account, building and maintaining the art of keeping international income inflow, and the source of funds for business investment and operations. You see, these are the basic things that a small business needs to understand how to maintain. Because if you don't have these things done, it would be investor would just be looking at you like, this guy is not serious. This business is not serious. You don't even have your numbers. You don't even have anything to present to them to analyze how far your business has gone, to see how well your business is moving, for them to assess whether your business is going concern. So these things are factors that needs to be, these are things that needs to be put in place in the interim, at least basic, for you to be able to get the banks to even look at you and say, okay, this guy is even, he has something to, he has a business that we can invest in. However, let's go into the second, other slides. Sorry. Jennifer, give me a second.
Not a problem.
Okay, so we're here. The first slide here is talking about the concept of bookkeeping, which is very important for all small business owners. Even the large multinationals can have this issue of bookkeeping if care is not taken, and then it will ruin the company. Bookkeeping is simple and it's different from accounting. So when you see an accountant, don't think you are doing the job of an accountant. What you are doing is bookkeeping. And it's just, you take a record of what you've done every day. You are the one that went to the market to buy your raw materials. You went to the market to buy your items. You went to the market to buy your, as in MS, business support products. So it is necessary for you to, as an individual, get in the interim a book where you can keep, okay, today I went to the market, I bought A, B, C items at 0 Naira. And where did the money come from? It came from my personal pocket. This is very important because when you keep these records, it is the records that an accountant look at and prepare an account for you. So you can see that bookkeeping is just basic. It's important. If you can do bookkeeping without being an accountant, it's very simple. Just get a, I know of these guys that are in Alaba and all that do bookkeeping every day. So they have their receipts, they have their books where they record the items that they bought. They have the books where they record out as the items that they've sold. So it's easier for an accountant to come in, pick in these books that have been kept and review it, analyze it, and use it to present an account. So just as me trying to explain bookkeeping and differentiating it from accounting, because they're not the same. That's just what this slide is explaining. The concept is very simple. You can just get a what's it called? A higher education book. You write the dates. You know how you did the transaction. You put it down there. Put every relevant information in your bookkeeping. It's very, very key for the accountant to be able to trace and then analyze and present your account for you in an certain format so that you can present it to anybody out there. Let's go to the next slide, which is the importance of bookkeeping. You see, it cannot be underemphasized or overemphasized. It's very, very important that you keep your books. Not because of just the sake of keeping it, it's because of the fact that your business needs to be measured in terms of performance. How much have you made? How much have you spent? How much? You see, you need to analyze this thing so that you can be able to, in a nutshell, articulate and define the extent to which your business has grown over time. So one of the reasons for the importance of bookkeeping is you have to keep record for performance tracking. Because ordinarily, if you are a business person, whether you are selling shoes in the market, whether you're producing shoes, whatever, you incurred some funds to buy your materials. You paid some labor, you paid some transport. If you record them, you made sales over the period, you record them. Easily from your own perspective, ordinary layman perspective, you can see how much you've spent and how much you've made. And that's from that you can see how much profit you have made for that period. It's very, very important. Another importance of bookkeeping is that it helps you to meet government regulations. Whether you are a small business, whether you are a big business, it is important that you must always comply with laws. Whether you are a supervisor, whether you are an enterprise, whether you are a limited liability company, you must be tax compliant, even if you are doing one-man business. You see, it is important that you understand these things. Even if you're doing one-man business, you've been earning profits as an individual. So at the end of the year, these your records are what the tax authority will look at to assess you to tax. If you don't have it, they will give you bogus amounts, and then you pay things that are outrageous because you don't have a record to prove that this is how much you spent. It's very, very important. But you see, at this level, at this point, I want to point out something. It is better for you to be able to separate your business from yourself. It's very, very important. So at this point, I would encourage everybody who is a small business owner to at least register a business with CAC, with the Corporate Affairs Commission, so that not, see, okay, so let me give you a candid advice. It is better for you to register your company as a limited liability company. It gives you more exposure. Because at the end of the day, that is where a would-be investor will look at you as a serious person. If you are an enterprise, I'm talking from experience, if you're an enterprise or a private business owner, it's difficult for investors to actually look at you as a serious person. That's the reality. Except you want to remain an SME, a small SME forever, which is not the essence of your business, of going to business. You're going to business so that you can grow and, you know, exceed your goals. See, it's well because when you are a limited liability company, you are subject, you as an individual is not subject to tax ordinarily. So you'll be subject to, the company will be subject, because the company will be treated as a separate entity from you. So at that point, when you can, if you can keep your records, how much you spent, how much you've received, how much, you know, it helps you as in the regulators to actually articulate your business records and assess your business based on the records that you have. And then they can issue you a tax clearance. Because let me give you an instance. Everybody's looking for contracts. You that you're a shoe, as in, if you're making shoes, you might go to the government authority, let's say a DPRO or any of these government agencies, and ask them for a contract. They would ask you, what's your tax clearance? If you don't have tax clearance, you see that you start missing out on the opportunity. So it is important that as an individual, when you want to actually grow your business to, you know, a multinational, or at least a company that is big in the country, you need to at least on the list register your company as a limited liability company. Very important. Now, see, if you're able to keep books of records, it helps you budget accurately. You know, a budget is an estimate of what you are going to do in the next period. So if you are able to understand from your records that you've kept the trend of your business, the nature of your clients, you can extrapolate information from it. Okay, in this month, I got 1 million naira sales. I spent 500,000 naira doing this job. So next month, upper month. So what helps you do in this place, in this instance, is to help you understand your level of cash flow so that you can plan a business accurately. You understand? That's what bookkeeping would help you achieve. You see, it goes from bookkeeping to budgeting to understanding your cash flow. It's very, very important that you have books of record as in the basic. What we accountants interpret is the literature that you've written. You're saying you went to Balende to buy items. You spent 2 naira in transport. That is the literature that has figure. That is what we're going to use to present your business in a manner, in a manner that the authorities would understand. That's just it. Then it helps you in business strategy planning. I've been explaining these things all the while. If you're able to budget, you will be able to strategize your business. You would know when your business, as in the boom period for your business and the sliding period. So it helps you understand, because your analysis of the trend of the business would help you understand how you plan to ensure that your business grows and beats the competition around you. It also helps you to organize your business. Very key, because it is when you have records of your activities that you're able to understand how to organize, how to, okay, so you need to go to, let's say, what's it called? You need to go to, let's say, get your material from another location of, let's say, another state, and then you need to do other things based on what you've been able to understand. You can, from your bookkeeping, your record of bookkeeping activities, you can at that point understand, okay, or come up with an idea based on your understanding of what you've been doing. That, okay, instead of me going to whatever, why don't I do it this other way and keep these funds here? You see, at the end of the day, what bookkeeping helps you do is organize your business in such a way that your business will always retain its cash flow nature. Funds are very important for a business to grow. If you have an opportunity and you don't have cash flow to fund it, it might slide. But if you're able to organize your business in such a way that you know when to spend money and how to spend the money, when to buy your raw materials so that you don't have capital tied up, that would help you organize in such a way that you'll be having constant delivery, constant cash inflows to fund even the list of the business opportunity that you have. So, and then it helps in finance management. That's what I've been explaining all over. Because if you are able to understand the nature of your inflows, the nature of your business, the environment of your business, the nature of your what's it called? Your clients, the nature of your suppliers, the industry of suppliers, and all that, you can tie your funding from your business inflows in such a way that you don't have finance issues. You can allocate your resources, your financial resources in such a way that at any point in time, you know that you don't have a lacuna in terms of financing your business. So, because as a small business now, what you need more is a working capital. So, and that's a very key one. So if at any point in time you don't have working capital, it becomes an issue. So you know when to buy materials, you know when you're expecting the next input from a client. So you time those things in such a way that you would not be out of fund at any point in time. That's another importance of bookkeeping, which helps in finance management. Now, the last one that I'll emphasize here is it ensures business is separated from owners. So here, let me explain it. You see, in this part of the world, right, there's a problem that is inherent. Entrepreneurs in this part of the world find it very difficult to separate the business from the personal life. It's a problem. So as an entrepreneur, the advice is always make sure you pay yourself a salary from your business. Very key. So that it's not the case that you want to repair a bulb in your house, you put your hand in your capital. You want to buy water in your house, you take your profits. You want to do this, you take your, so you live within the salary that you've paid for yourself out of the business. That would help you ensure that your business can grow while you're managing the cash flow that you have. It's very, very important. Because at that point in time, you can be able to tell how much profit you've made at every point in time. Because you're paying yourself a salary as well as paying your the wages of the people that are doing the job for you. That's just in terms of a bookkeeping. So this is just explaining, this is just theoretical, explaining and practical, just explaining the bookkeeping method. But for you that are entrepreneurs or are not accountants, I'm not accountants on this forum, it's important for you to keep your single entry bookkeeping. Just have a record of your cash book. That means record your daily payment and receipts. Okay, I bought raw material, gums for X amounts, and I took the money from the company's Access Bank account. Simple, and you put the amount. I sold 50 pairs of shoes at 5,000 naira to SRZ clients. I collected the money, and as in, okay, that's it. Then when the guy pays you, I collected the money from the sales of SRZ amount of shoes from so and so person. It was paid into this bank account. So that gives us a process flow. We can trace the transactions from beginning to end, so that when the accountant is preparing the records, it can trace it. Because when there is a disconnect, it becomes a problem. That is why separating your business from your personal life is very, very important. Because I've asked to show you by people who they have a company account, right? They transfer money from their company accounts to their personal accounts, right? And pay for their personal accounts to their staffs. Their staffs will not pay from their own personal accounts to a vendor. You see the triad. It's a crazy one. It can even attract EFCC to your doorstep. Like, sorry, this is money laundering. You understand? So it's always important for you to spend your money from your business accounts. It's important for you to keep an account for your business, even if it's as a sole proprietor. Open an account in your name, and so that account is only for your business, so that records can be traced easily. So that even if you want to get a loan as a personal loan for your business, the bankers would have something to look at, something to analyze, to say, okay, this person has this cash flow in this account, and we can study these things are only for the business. So this person is actually doing the right thing, at least in the basic right thing. So it gives you the chance for them to look at your business or your activity as serious and see that, okay, this person is a little bit organized, because nobody wants to give you funds when they don't have records to review. Except you have a collateral that is worth billions of naira to get that loan. The banks will not give you funds if they cannot analyze your business, especially if it's a startup and you know that you've done some things and you need money to acquire some other things. Sure, you get me? Sorry, that's just the thing. So the other part of it is double entry bookkeeping, which is done by the accountants. This is dual concept. So the accountants that do this, because this is what gives rise to the accounts that we presented, prepared and analyzed for certification by firms of chartered accountants. But however, an SME that is just going up can keep single entry bookkeeping. It's very, very, we've done it. It's one thing that a lot of businesses do in this country. Even the people that are selling a fridge and rugs and electronic parts, electronics, even the guys that are selling spare parts in Ladipo, they keep this single entry bookkeeping because that's how they know that the business is going. You'll be surprised when you go there. You see them when they sell what's it called, an engine. They will go to their records and write it. So this is the amount. When they go to their houses, they sit down. Okay, I bought 50 engines, Toyota engines. I've sold 40. How much did I buy them? How much have I made out of it? The guy in an instant understands how much he has made from it, and then he checks his hand and see, okay, I spent money on this. So it gives you a better understanding of, as in, your business, as in from an insight, so that when a professional comes in to do the professional work for you, it's easier for the guy to, and it's easier for you. So you don't have to answer too many questions, because at times you will have forgotten how you treated the transaction because you don't have a record. So, and at that point, it becomes a guesswork for the accountant, which is not what's it called, professional for them. Okay, so we're going to the needs of opening a business account, which is very, very important for all of us to understand it. So one of the needs is that it separates personal affairs from business. Because if you have a business account, you should be using that business account for your business alone. Very, very important. If you want to make payment from the business to a supplier, pay from your business account. If the supplier says, give me cash, withdraw from your business account and give the guy the cash. I record you that you withdraw money from the bank of the business to pay A, B, C, D suppliers. It's important because it makes the work easier for you to, even if you cannot remember how you spend the money, when you go back to your bank statement and your record, your single entry bookkeeping record, you can easily tie them and say, okay, this money on this date, okay, look at it here. Oh, this person I paid. So at an instant, even you as a business owner would be at ease. Then you can be able to, organize your business, plan very well, understand your cash flow projections, and then budget for your business very well. Number two is that it makes expense tracking easier. I mean, that's what I just explained. You go back into your records, your single entry books that you've kept. You're able to tie what you have spent or what you have written down to your statements. So you can, at that point, you yourself can easily analyze your business and see how you fared. It provides clear record in case of audits. Very important. I've said it. When you go to the banks to get some funding or loan, banks will tell you to give them at least a statement of affairs. And that is something that you cannot present on your own. But a firm or chartered accountants can help you look at your records vis-a-vis your bank statements that you have. When they marry both, they reconcile both, they will present that statement and hand it over to you. You hand it over to the bank. When the bank looks at the record and look at your bank statement, they can easily talk to you because they know that there is a clear part record of transactions that they can easily tie to your bank statement. See, but when you don't have a separate bank statement for the business, brother and sisters, it's difficult. Someone just be looking at you like, this one, you're sure this guy won't give him this balloon. He will not go and use to buy limousine. I'm telling you stories. So it's important that you keep a record. So in case of audits, not only that kind of audits, in case of when you have statutory audits, because the tax authority will come one day and tell you, sorry, these accounts, you've been seeing a volume here, transactions are going on. You must have this record so that easily you give them the records, they do what they want to do, and then you are out of their what's it called, their nets, and then you move on with your business. Another thing is, you see, it helps you to establish business credit. This is what I've been explaining these things over and over. Now, let me explain this one in detail. You see, if you have an account for the business, which is separate from your personal affairs, when you go to the bank for credit, you want a loan, you speak to your account officer. Because you have a personal account, sorry, a business account different from your personal life. So what your account officer will just do in the interim is to say, okay, let's not look at your volume. You look at your volume, that is what you've been doing with the accounts over time. They are seeing that, oh, you've been judiciously using the accounts for receiving inflows and making payments. It gives them a level of comfort that, okay, this person actually understands the activities involved in running a business, even when you need the credit. So it's part of it. Because even when you're looking at your financial statements, even if an accountant uses his accounting understanding to prepare an account for you and give it to you to hand over to the bank, part of the things the bank will look at is, do you have an account with them? The account that you have with them, how often have you been using that account to do your business? If they find out your account doesn't have credit, sorry, it doesn't have a volume in terms of transactions, it becomes a tough one. Like, sorry, it means that is it the case that you're collecting your money cash and then spending it by yourself? Or, you know, it's important. And these days, with Star 77 or whatever code, you can transfer money to your clients or vendors or whoever you want to pay. So it's important. You can sit in comfort of your room and make payments. You can also sit in comfort of your room and get alerts, so that somebody you supply items just create your company account and then you get the alert. It's important for these things to be there, because when you need that help to fund your business, these are part of the things that the bank will be asking for. Though there are others, but these are the basic things that will make them want to present your case before their board to approve your loan. So it's also required for incorporating a business. See, when you incorporate a company and you don't have an account for the company is non-existent. That's the reality. So those of you that have business names or company names, entities and limited liability companies, you don't have your business doesn't have an account. See, you're just existing in the dark. In the dark. So you need to have an account. Just imagine when you make the supply of, let's say, a small business, 500,000 naira, and then you're asking the clients to give you cash, 500,000 naira cash. Just basically you're like, sorry, CBN is trying to, the regulatory authorities are saying that we want to go cashless. Not even for individuals now. This is a company. I know it makes your business look as if it's a joke. So you need to have an account, so that when they are, when you are making your business transactions, oh, sorry, even on your receipt or invoice, put your account name and account number there for the company. So when the guy is seeing that, okay, the account number and the names are on this invoice or receipt, it makes your payment easy, and then it makes your life easy instead of you running after people to documents. Sorry, sir, my funds are due for my receipts are due for payments. Can you look at the invoice and then you see my details there and company details there, and then make payments to us? It's as simple as that. It makes the work easier for you, and then it makes everything that you want to do come out fine. And now it ensures that invoices and receipts are collected. I've been saying this thing. When you have a business account, you put your invoice, put your account numbers on the invoices that you're sending to your client or receipts. In case of businesses that are selling on credit, if a business is a cash and carry business, oh, sorry, you pay my money into this account. Even if you're getting a cash and carry business, when you're giving them the receipt, make sure that your account number is on the receipt so that they fund your account immediately. It makes the work, okay, you supply, let's say, 100 pairs of shoes. So a government agency, and then you get there, they need to give you cash. They can't give you cash because of the TSA issue. So if they want to pay you, it has to go through CBN and all that. And what they do is credit your account. Imagine if you don't have a bank account, how would you collect the money? So it's important that these things that are here must be actually done to ensure that your business has a better what's it called? Corporate image. Because these things, apart from the fact that it makes you get credit, it makes your business look as a serious business. Because if you don't have these things, here's how I'm concerned, you're a joker. You need to get these things done. Even if your business is a small business, you need to get these things done, because the day you want to move to, or there's an opportunity for you to hang on to, and as in, make your business go to the next level. If you don't have these things, it will be tough. Even if you have, even if you have to bypass protocols for you, somebody will tell you that, God, sorry, all these things that we're saying, you need to go and get it. You need to start it. So you better to start now, so that when you get to that point, you don't have issues with all this getting all these things done. That's just this for need of opening a business account. So we're coming to building and maintaining the art of keeping transaction records and income inflow. So here we're talking about you having a mindset. It's very important to always record daily activity, including collecting receipts and invoices when payments are made, and recording services provided with the price and when payments are received. I've been emphasizing these things all this while. For a small business with no accountant, the activities involved are keeping a note of the number of services or goods delivered for the day, the total amount received. I said this thing before. Keeping a note of the services or goods collected from supplier for the day and the total amount paid. I said it before. Keeping a record of the amount received, whether cash or payment into bank. Maintaining a daily record of activities, orders, inflows, and payments. Maintaining a file of all receipts received from payments made and vice versa. You see, while you are also printing your receipts or invoices and sending to your vendors, to your clients, which you are filing, whenever you collect the receipt from your supplier, always file them, always keep them. These are for reference purposes in terms of audits of your business, in terms of other statutory audits. It's very, very important. You see, if you take a look at what we've been saying from the beginning of this session, you realize that it's all about ensuring that you keep adequate records. Record in terms of numbers, record in terms of documentations. Very, very important, because you see, what the authorities will look at or the bank will look at are historical records. And you, as an individual, might not remember how you made the payments or how you deliver the supply. But if you keep just bullet point records on a daily basis, you come back from after the day's issue, if you are just alone, you come back and you see that, I did this today, I did this today, I spent ABCD. It helps you even ordinarily plan, let alone the other benefits that are comes with it, which are these things that I highlighted here. So let's go to the next slide. So this one is very, very important. How to source for funds for business, investment, and operation. So this is a key one. I've been mentioning the activities involved in sourcing for funds. Now we're talking about how to source for funds. Number one, ensure you have an active bank account where you receive and make payments from. I've said it before. Determine what the aspect of the business you require the funds for. What this means is, do you require the funds for working capital or for capital acquisition, like you want to acquire an equipment, you want to acquire a building, you can acquire a land to establish your business. So these are things that you need to actually define. They need to know what the funds that you're looking for are for. Very important. Discuss the modalities of the type of loan you want with your account officer. You see, these are the people that would present your matter to their bosses, who would go and present the matter to the board. You need to call your account officer. That is why you need to have an account that you're using for your business. When you call your account officer, you say, sorry, okay, at this point, I need some amount of money to fund my business. The guy would look at you and say, okay, I'm coming. If that is coming, he's going to go and look at your volume. What is the essence of the cash flow in and out into your accounts for the past number of years that you've been doing business or number of months that you've been doing business? It's important because it will help the guy, it will give the guy a comfort when he's presenting your matter. Like, okay, boss, this person or this company, this is the owner. They've done ABCD volume in the last 10 years, or in the last 5 years, in the last 1 month. They've been receiving all their inflows into his account. They're making all the payments from his account. It's very, very important because that is what the banks look at when they want to give you a loan. You have to, as in, call your account officer and tell him what type of loan you want. Important. Then the level of activity in your bank account and the extent of the collateral would also determine the size of the loan which will be available. I've explained these things. It seems, say these things, they are interwoven. You can't talk about one and then leave the other one. They are all tied together. It's a blockchain. Let me use that word. So you can't say, okay, let me go and my account officer and not have a bank account. You can't say, let me make an account officer without having records of your account. So it's very, very important. The level of activity in your bank account is very, very important. That's the volume I'm talking about. If you don't use accounts, if you don't create an account for your business, you don't use the accounts, and then if you have an account, you don't use the account for your business, it's tough when you are applying for loans. Even when you go to Bank of Industry or wherever you want to go to, even when you apply for the SME funds that CBN has said the banks must give to SMEs, they would require that you provide this information so that, because there are criteria for issuing out those loans. If you don't meet those criteria, if you don't have these things and then you go there, and then they give you the criteria, you find that, okay, these people don't have to give us loan. No, it's because you didn't meet the criteria. People are meeting the criteria. You just have to do the right thing so that your accounts can be presented. And then the account they're presenting will be certified by a firm. See, this thing I'm talking about is not because it's an SME. Audit firms, there are smaller audit firms that can do accounts for you at ridiculous amounts. You can't believe it because they understand that they are the ones that they have a role to play, helping you grow your business. So it's not a hard thing. You must prepare a book of record, which will be used to prepare the accounts or statement or affairs at the end of the year. I've said this, I've emphasized this before. From your simple elementary bookkeeping, an accountant or a firm will come and use that information in line with your bank statement or bank records to prepare an account that the bank would analyze. Because the bank has a lot of things to analyze. They analyze your accounts, your bank volume of activity, your business model, your proposal, what you require the funds for, and all that. So these are things that must be there. If they're not there, it's difficult for you to access loans. And then someone will be saying the banks are at top. No, because people need to understand what the banks require to be able to give you the loan. These are things that we've been mentioning over time. Now, it ensures that the account is certified by a firm. So when you keep adequate records, if you want to source for funds, the bank would ask that the accounts that you are giving them is certified by a firm of chartered accountants, because that's a third-party opinion on the true and fair nature of your activities. So if you don't have that, it's tough. It's tough. You see, let me say this. The good thing is that at the first instance, when you're applying for loan to a bank, it might be tough. If you don't have this, even if you have this, they would ask questions. You respond to them. If you don't have response, tell your accountants to or the firm to help you provide responses to those information, because they are the ones that started. No problem. But the moment you are able to show the bank that you are trustworthy and your business has integrity by, once they give you the loan, the first payment is due, you pay, they help you manage it, you structure it, you pay. If you ask for another loan, they would not be this kind of problem, insofar as they understand that you understand the extent of the requirements they need to be able to access that loan. So it's as simple as that. Then prepare a cash flow projection. See, like I was saying, then I was explaining the importance of accounting. It helps you, bookkeeping, to prepare budgets. From your budget, you cannot say, or from your records of transaction over time, you can on your own, extrapolate and do a forecast of what your cash flow would be in the next 5 years, or in the next 1 year, or in the next 6 months, based on what you are looking at the cash flow projection for. So it's as simple. I have inflows of ABC amount each month. I spent ABC amount as cost of sales each month. I spend this amount as cost of transport each month. You identify those activities that you spend on, and you know how much you spend on them every month. By the time you do the inflows and the cost you spend every month, you get a net inflow, which is your cash flow at hand. On your own, you don't even need professionals to come and do it for you. You can do it on your own. When you need professionals, they can come in and then help you present it and prepare it in such a way that it will make it will look standard for the banks to review. But not really, as a businessman, because you cannot prepare books of accounts, you can't do accounting. You can do cash flow accounting. It's simple. I buy item 10 naira today. In the month, I spent 1 million naira buying items. In the month, I made sales of 1.4 million. I paid the people that worked for me 20,000 naira. And every other expense is 20,000 naira. How much is my profit for the month? 20,000 naira. Okay, my salary is 100,000 naira. You take out the salary, you have a net cash flow profit of 100,000 naira. That's how you understand whether your business is going to grow or not. And you take your cash flow profit and go and put it in your account and leave it there, because that's your cash flow profit. That is how you can be able to save to sustain your cash flow for your business. Then request for SME funding, as banks have provisions required by CBN to fund SMEs. There is a circular. It has always been there, but if circular has already been reinforced by CBN, in fact, it's not only SMEs now. All banks, they have a threshold of loan they must give out. If you don't give out that threshold of loan in a period, CBN will sanction you. So it's compulsory for banks to give out loans to their customers. You can see that if you are aware, if you have a business, or if as an individual, you see that banks are even calling you to come and take a salary loan, come and take this one loan, that one loan. That's the drive by CBN. And then these loans are given at, not too ridiculous interest rates that are okay. The SMEs funding interest rate is different from the commercial funding interest rates. That's the reality. SMEs are not, they are not big entities. So the banks, ask your account officer, my company is still in the SME ranking because of my level of revenue and activity. I need SME funding. They would give you the guidelines. And part of the requirement for the guide, as in to fulfill the guideline, is what we've mentioned there. Your books must be intact. It must be certified by a firm. You must separate yourself, your personal life from your business. That is how it would be investor. Because at times, it might not just be the bank. It might be somebody who has been looking at you from the side, observing your business. This might be like, okay, this person, with my own what's it called, network, I can fund this guy's business and ensure that it goes, as in the network outreach to clients would be more. And when the person now approaches you and then asks you for information to analyze, to be able to get comfort to invest their funds in your business, and you don't have it, sorry, it walks away. Like, this guy is also he's not ready to grow his business. So it's important that as business owners, SMEs, it's not these things that we mentioned there is not particular to SMEs, it's particular to all businesses. But for a startup that is just probably you as the owner, probably one or two people working for you, or you need to have these things. Even a tailor should have this, can have these things done. We have people that are into fashion business that are making a lot of money. You buy materials, you buy your equipment, you fund your business, you provide rents, pay your rent and all that, pay staff salaries and all that. You should keep record so that if you want to grow a business to be a designer business, to have a clothing line, a fashion line, the banks would see something to look at, to analyze, and see the seriousness and integrity of the business owners. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. What an enlightening session. I think for me, it's mostly about the part where you said, pay yourself a salary and try to keep records. So please, let's hear from everybody. You can put it in the chats. what stood out for you in the training. And then you can also type in your questions, and Mr. Paul is going to help us answer them as much as possible, as much as he can. But before we do that, we're going to welcome someone from the Barafiri team to tell us how Barafiri is positioned to help you handle your bookkeeping and accounting services. Let's welcome Ifoma.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello, thank you, Jennifer. Mr. Paul, can you stop sharing screen? Thank you. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Mr. Paul. Thank you so much. I've learned so much from this training session, especially the difference between bookkeeping and accounting, and the importance of separating personal affairs from business affairs. With Barafiri, you have access to the accounting services that Mr. Paul talked about. Accounting consultant on Barafiri can help you with basic bookkeeping, as well as provide you with information about, for example, government regulations, like processes that will help you remain tax compliant, among many other things that he mentioned. So on Barafiri, the accounting consultants can give you a specific personal guides for your businesses. With the accounting services, you as a business owner will be able to track your performance, you'll be able to record your expenses and your income, you'll be able to organize your business, and to provide you with data that will help you make better decisions for your business. And more importantly, it will help you cut costs. Who doesn't want to cut costs? In cutting costs, you can, for example, with the information you have on the back end from the Barafiri accounting services, you can see where you're spending so much money. You can say, okay, maybe this place I'm getting raw material supplies from, maybe I should try other options. And then you can, for example, also want to collaborate with people that will offer you better shipping costs. And most importantly as well, it will help you avoid risk. When you see the back end of your accounting services, it will help you avoid risk and many other services as well. Please join our WhatsApp group to get more information about accounting services and other services that you can get on Barafiri. Our link will be shared here so that you can join the group. Thank you. Over to you, Jennifer.
Thank you very much, Ifoma. Because we're pressed for time, we're just going to take this one question that we have here, and then you can ask. We have Mr. Paul on the WhatsApp group, so you can definitely go there and ask him all the questions. Henrietta, can you please post the WhatsApp link again? So let's just, Mr. Paul, I hope you're still here. A very quick question. How can a startup access a loan when he has not made any transactions? I want to assume that this is a technology. Shokumbi, are you here? Can you hear me? You can unmute yourself very quickly. Where are you? Is this a tech startup?
Yes, I'm around.
Please ask your question so that Mr. Paul can answer quickly.
Now, my question is, as a startup, according to the lecture, you said for you to access a loan, you have to present your credentials. I mean, those transactions you have made before. So I want to ask that as a startup too, that you want to start your own business, how can you access since you have not made any transaction?
Okay.
Mr.
Paul? Yes, we can hear you.
See, there's a part of the lecture that you might have probably missed. I made mention of your business proposal also. You see, because you've not done any transaction, you need a loan. You can also walk into a bank for SME funding. But you see, your ability to get the loan depends on the kind of business proposal and the what do you call it, and the durability and viability of the business proposal you are presenting to the bank. So it's not left for you. It's not left for you to present a business proposal that speaks about the opportunities and growth of the business once it is funded. That when they analyze, they can see the story you are selling and the success of the story you are selling in the picture of what you are selling in numbers. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand you.
Yeah.
I'm with you, sir.
That's just it. You see, because you are a startup that not done anything.
Okay.
For you to get a loan or to get funding, you would start with, you have to present your business proposal. You understand? That is what you sell your business. So it would be investor or the bank that you want to fund you. You can walk into the bank with a business proposal and speak to the business funding unit of the bank. They would carry your proposal and go and do justice to it, and they'll come back to you with a lot of questions. So when you are able to pass, as in beat those questions, they would see how serious and then you are, and then look, because they are, let me just tell you this thing. Banks, you know that are investment aspect of banks, they are very vast in business analysis. They have, you'll be surprised that they have people whose job there is to look at the prospects of SME funding. So when you come with your proposal, they will tear it down and then bring out questions for you. If you can answer those questions genuinely, and they see that yes, what you have said, but this as in what you have presented to them as answers, they can see them in terms of the picture in the future, and the numbers is going to generate for both you and the bank. You get your loan. Don't forget, at that point, they can decide to do what we call project finance for you. And at that point too, some of these banks will even provide back-end what's it called, business service, support service for you to ensure that, because they understand that they're also carrying the risk that you're also carrying. So at that point, they would also assist you in providing you with some business information, some business rules, what the market is all about and all that, so that you can grow, because you know it's a risk for them, it's a risk for you. And it's project financing now because it is the inflows from that business that they're going to pay back your loan. Do you understand?
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Paul. Flint's Cuisine, you can unmute and ask your question, please. Flint's Cuisine.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My question goes to the person from Barafere, the representative of Barafere. He said a link will be sent, in no time for us to join this particular. Is it the same link, or is it the same group, or a brand new group for this particular purpose? That's just what I want to know. Thank you. It was a good section.
Okay, thank you for that question. It's the same group. So it's for those that haven't joined the WhatsApp group. This is an opportunity to join. So it's the same link. If you're there already, then that's fine.
Hello. Madam, are you satisfied with the answer?
No, I didn't hear the answer.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Can you hear me?
Yes, repeat. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, I had to mention it for those that haven't joined the WhatsApp group before. If you're already there, then it's fine. But if you haven't, we would love you to join the WhatsApp group.
I'm actually on the WhatsApp, but I just want to be clear about it. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you. Rosemary, please go ahead, unmute yourself and ask your question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. In fact, this was a very beautiful section. I really, really learned a lot. This is my first time here, and it's really nice. Thank you so much. So my question
Welcome, Rose.
goes, I'm not so good with business proposal, writing it down. Like I'm very good with bookkeeping. I have my receipts and all that. In fact, I do a little bit of accounting myself. But now putting all those things into a proposal, trying to get a loan, I do not know how to do that. I've tried it severally, but I don't think I'm doing a good job. So how can I improve, please?
Mr. Paul.
Well, I had a question. You know, she said she can do the accounting and all that. So a proposal is just a story you tell about where you want to take your business to. What are the things that, so your proposal looks at, maybe it might be something that Barafiri structure can help you do, but let me just explain a little bit of it to you, so that you can probably use that as an idea to upgrade on what you've done. So you see, a business proposal, since you've been in business, is practically saying what you want to do in terms of kind of business you want to do, what can affect the business or the environment of the business. Now, the kind of equipments you need, the funds, as in, you have to break those equipment down into whatever. And then, sorry, you're talking about proposal, not,
yes.
Oh, sorry. But your proposal would not be to the banks, because the proposal is what you sell to your clients.
No. I want to get a loan from the bank.
It's not proposal.
What do I call down? Is it called what?
Sorry. I can't remember the general term for that.
The grammar you used.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember it. Sorry, I'm having things. Let me just explain.
There's no problem. Just explain.
That's a business plan.
It's a business plan. Thank
God
you.
bless you. The business plan. Yes, thank you.
The thing is this: your business plan would tell the story of the business that you want to go into or what you want to do. So, what do you want to do? You want to establish a poultry business, right? How much do I need? Where do I want to locate the poultry? How many hens do I need? How many cages do I need? What are the costs of these things? Where's my market? Who are my clients? How much sales am I expected to make? How much do I need? So these are things that you need to logically explain in numbers and in literature, so that, and it must align. The story in that plan must align, as in it must be so that as you start the plan to the last explanation, it is straightforward. I'm looking at the amount you require. I'm looking at what you want to spend the money on. I'm looking at the total and what you are saying you require. They align. I'm looking at the amount you are placing as revenue and cost. I'm looking at all those things. I'm seeing that they are aligning in such a way that there is no disjoint. So at that point, even when you present that business plan, right? They will come back with questions. You understand? So it's for you, even if you get the business plan 100% correct, somebody out there will use their own understanding of what you're saying to bring up questions. So at that point, it's your ability to defend your business plan that will give you that leeway.
Okay.
Even see, let me make it clear. Even as a multinational company, when you're asking for a loan from a bank that you've been using, they will ask for your audited accounts. Apart from the fact that you have to state what you want to use the loan for, you have to give them a statement of use of fund. Like this fund that we're requesting for, this is what we're using for. That's like a business plan. Don't forget. So at that point, they will now look at your business size, look at what you want to do, and come up with thousands of questions that you have to answer. And it's the response you give them, on the other hand, that gives you a leeway. But your business plan might be fantastic, as in terms of end to end. But if you can't defend it, there's a problem. That's just it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. With that question, we've come to the end of today's session. Please, if you have any more questions, don't fail to ask us in the WhatsApp group. Mr. Paul will be there for a very long time to assist. So thank you everyone for taking the time to come today. We hope you benefited a lot. We hope you got a lot of value. And we do hope to see you in our next training session. Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.